So welcome to All About Symbian's coverage of the Smartphone Show 2008. Rafe's here. Say hello, Rafe.
Hi guys.
Say hello, Ewan.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the show.
And there are some great video interviews and features coming up. Here's one right now. Here with Phil Spencer from Quickoffice, who you saw last year and the year before that, with Quickoffice version 3, 4, 5 and so on. Phil, what was the significance of version 5 and how does version 6 take us on from that?
So version 5 we announced at last year's smartphone show as well. The big headline feature there was Office 2007 support.
Yeah.
So what we're showing this year is version 6, so obviously the next update, and building on that with some interesting new features.
Okay, and I gather the headline feature, the one that everyone's been crying out for, is word count, which is in there.
The one that you've been crying out for, Steve, is definitely word count, and that's now in there.
And the other feature I've been crying out for, spreadsheet charting.
So yeah, we now support charting. We implemented support for most common types, so 2D line graphs, bar charts, and also some 3D charts as well. You can view them and you can edit them in the document. You can't actually insert them yet in the document fresh on the phone.
Is that coming? Is that a feature that's coming?
That'll be something we're looking at in the future, yeah.
Okay, and I gather you've made a lot of changes in terms of network integration and opening remote files.
Yeah, so again in this new version there's support for having access to your documents on network drives, so like iDrive, MobileMe, remotely stored stuff, SharePoint internally, based on the WebDAV protocol, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. And when will Quickoffice version 6 be available?
So we're going to look to ship this sort of early next year probably. We're going to do some beta testing phase. We have existing users lined up from V5 and V4 who expressed an interest. Make sure it's ironed out any wrinkles and hopefully be available, Q1.
And I'll be on the list, hopefully.
Certainly.
All right, thanks Phil, and thanks Tanya.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Sari Stalbury, is that right?
That's
okay.
nice. That was a good one.
Close enough. From S60.com. So how's this show been so far for you?
I think it's been really good, but of course we're just starting the show, so I'm expecting it to be really great for the rest of the 2 days as well. But I think we've been already seeing now the huge momentum that there is towards this, all the Symbian-based technologies and of the whole of the ecosystem that is really then building things on top and with the Symbian OS. So great to see the keynote hall all packed and great to see the presentations all packed. So good show so far.
Moving on to 5th edition, which is of course your new baby S60. When was S60 5th edition first conceived? When was it created? When was the first ideas? When was it first a jewel in someone's eye?
That's a tough question because of course we develop our software continuously and I'm looking at the directions we go over like a longer period of time. So it has been as an idea and the next functionalities have been there as an idea for quite a long time already. But we did decide prioritize other things for 3rd edition and then now for 5th. But development of 5th edition has been there for sure for over a year already. So.
Is it fair to say that the touch interface and 5th edition go hand in hand?
Yeah, I mean the 5th edition really is the first step when we introduce touch to S60. So in that way, yeah, they do go hand in hand. But of course, what you need to remember, what is really important for us, that it's not only about touch, and we don't believe that everything will be touch only in the future. So that's one thing that we've been also making sure when we develop the touch and take even the next steps that there needs to be the flexibility to work with the same platform, get all the great functionalities that there otherwise in the platform, get all the great enablers there, but be able to then do devices depending on the use case. So with touch only, with touch and keyboard, or then with keyboard. Basically being able to select or even mix and match this type of...
Okay. And your motto, of course, is still S60 open to anything, so
exactly,
any application, any interface.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And important is that to bring that as one platform, really that you can get the benefits of the one platform and still use the different input methods, whether they're keyboard or touch. Actually, what I think is quite exciting and that we have already also also brought now into the platform in the 5th edition are the sensor framework, i.e. For example, the accelerometer that starts to be in some of the devices already. But we've been bringing now to the platform a framework where it's really easy for the device manufacturers to put any type of sensor in. So accelerometer, of course, being one, but then it could be light or proximity or temperature or anything. But the framework is not only about that, but it is also about being able to then easily utilize the data from the sensors, both in the device itself and its functionality, but also with open APIs for third-party developers. So to be able to really then develop further services, applications that use that sensor data. So also the sensors is a way for the consumers to even, you could say, more naturally kind of interact with the phone. It is a natural way, the movement, all those things, and what the device can sense from the environment is quite a natural new addition to the way to interact with the device.
Yeah, okay, and you've got a tube there and a 5800. Do you want to brandish it around on camera and show off what it can do? Obviously we've got a separate preview coming, but what are your own personal thoughts on what the product team has done with the 5800?
Yeah, I think this, I mean, I really like it. Unfortunately, I haven't had this more than a couple of days now, so I don't have actually all the my own data that I would otherwise have here. But I mean, first of all, I like the fact that you can have in the front page either the shortcuts to those applications that you want to be using, or then your friends with the contact history and with the feeds from the websites and all of that being there as well. So that's, I think, a really nice feature that comes on top. And actually, of course, the nicest thing that you have all the great S60 stuff here, but if I'm talking about the new other type of things, and as well as, I mean, the way that you can really get easily to everything that you want to, whether it's the shortcuts here, whether it's your friends here, whether it's really to these with the media part, to the internet, or to your gallery of music and so on. So like really quick access. Also the things that you would otherwise want to be accessing quickly, like the clock and so on, that there's really this type of shortcuts that you could not do with the physical keyboard because it's limited to those buttons that happen to be there when you design it. So I think that's these type of things are really great. Of course, browsing the web with the touch, it's quite much easier, and also the widescreen I really like. The widescreen and also the widescreen support for the media.
I have to say that looking at the 5800, it looks like an N-series device, and it's black, it's stylish. What are you prepared to say on camera regarding an N-series touch device before Christmas?
Of course, I cannot as such comment directly on any specific device that might be coming out from any of the handset vendors, whether it's Nokia or Samsung or LG or somebody else. What I can say that Nokia will be bringing several touch devices. We will be making sure that we have the devices for all the key segments out there. So that's what I can say, and that's what we've been also saying. So this won't be as such the only one. And that's also the reason we really have been taking the platform approach, to be able to then utilize the platform for building many devices.
And it's good to see your licensees, Samsung, having a huge stand here, a huge presence.
And then the K7110 new device launched also, so that's quite nice and impressive, and a new keynote and all of that. So it really shows the momentum with them, with the LG devices, and now then moving onwards the foundation. I'm sure there will be even more people joining the troops.
Okay, well, good luck for the rest of this year and for 2009. I forgot which year we're in.
We're still in 8.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.